Hey ladies, it's Michelle. I'm back, and I've got my wife with me finally. Say hi, babe.
Hi, I'm Margaret.
All right. Well, you guys already knew her name if you've been watching my other videos anyway. So everyone's been wondering and asking questions about where we are. BFP or BFN? Do you even know what that stands for? Oh my God. Big fat positive and big fat negative. Yeah. So, do you want to? No. Okay. So our first cycle of IUI was a BFN. Got negative. I was a little heartbroken for a minute. And actually, so here was the funny part, you guys, because you remember how I was saying all this time that I was trying to keep this a secret, trying to keep it a secret. I was hoping for some really good news while she was on her DR trip. And what happened was like 3 days before it was time to test at the doctor's office, clearly I was testing at home. Clearly. So I started to get a little bummed out, and I was like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do it anymore. I gotta tell her because it's bothering me, and I had nobody else to really talk to. I could have came on YouTube and talked about it, but it wouldn't have made me feel that much better. I really just wanted to talk to her. I didn't want to talk to anybody else about it. So I told her. And what was your reaction?
I was shocked. I didn't think you were gonna do it so fast. I mean, that was sneaky, but
sneaky. Sneaky in a good way, though.
Yeah. But I didn't think it was possible though while I was out.
Yeah. So when we went to the doctor's office, they had told us our first time. They said when we first went, they said October would be probably the next good month for you to do it because we need to get all your paperwork together and do all this other stuff. And I was thinking to myself, how hard could it be for me to get the paperwork in by the end of the week? I didn't understand what they were talking about. I was like, I guess if some people are just slow, but you're talking about someone like me who's, you just go, and I just get things done super fast, especially if it's something I really want to do. And so I did it. Like, you don't remember when we were like running around trying to get when we had to go get my physical? Or not physical, but we went to the OB.
Yeah, I remember.
And I had to get that. That could have waited. We didn't have to go right that second, but I needed it right then so that they could have everything by the end of the week. So yeah. So went to the doctor last Monday. Not this past Monday, but last Monday. Ooh, I forget the day now. Either way, it was last Monday. We went and it just confirmed that it was also negative because I had tested that morning, and the doctor was like, oh, sometimes I see it happen. People get negatives at home, and they end up getting a positive here. I was like, sure. So we did it. It was negative. I boo-hooed over it. I still boo-hoo over it a little bit from time to time. What? Nothing? But anywho, we're on a cycle 2. And cycle 2 started last Wednesday. So I am on cycle day. What's today? 5. Today's Tuesday? Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Oh, so I'm on cycle day 7. So I started Clomid on Sunday, and that's for 5 days. So it's kind of funny. I'm on the same exact cycle as I was last time. Cycle day 1 started on a Wednesday, and I started Clomid on cycle day Sunday. It's literally the exact same. It's kind of funny. And we go in for a follicle check on Friday. We'll probably have another one on the Saturday, and the Saturday one will tell us when to trigger again. Now, you guys, that medicine is no joke.
Yeah.
I was pretty sick. Now, I don't know if it was from if all of it was just from the trigger shot or if it was also from the progesterone that they had me start taking. Because 5 days or so after the IUI, they come in to check your progesterone to make sure you ovulated. Okay. And to make sure that your progesterone levels are high enough to even sustain a pregnancy. So they do it as a precaution no matter what. They told me my levels were perfect. Everything was fine. I definitely ovulated. And remember, I had 2 follicles, one on the left and one on the right. I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good. I had 2. And so I thought chances were like, 50-50 here. Like, how hard could it be? You got one on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But, everything was fine. But they give you the progesterone as a precaution no matter what. So it was, I also read about the side effects of the progesterone. And I was like, I have no idea where things are coming from. Like, you just, at that point, I didn't know if what I was feeling was true pregnancy symptoms or if it was really from the medication. I mean, now I know it was the medication, but at the time, like, I ended up running out of a store to go puke. Okay? Next to my car. Because I know, it was really gross, but, like, I couldn't hold it. Like, I've never felt like I can't hold my puke. Okay? And I know that sounds TMI, I'm sorry. But that doesn't happen to me. And I'm, like, kind of dreading taking the shot now again because I'm like, I'm probably going to feel like that again. And it sucks when you feel like all that stuff is happening and you're like, at the end of it, you're not actually pregnant. But we're going to keep, stay positive. But it was a really sucky experience. I think I probably went through every symptom in the world. I mean, my boobs hurt, my nipples hurt, everything. I had headaches. I had pains in both my sides. I don't know, lower back pain. Like I had something of everything that you could have possibly had. The freaking fatigue, all of it. Okay? And so it sucks because I want to be able to be like, babe, this is what's happening. But like I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, so I try to keep things to myself. But I'm feeling like shit. Yeah, but I am totally one of those people though that when I start feeling like shit from a real pregnancy, that I'm gonna be happy about feeling like shit, okay? Because at least it means everything's okay. I may complain, but it'll be a happy complaining. I can't stand when people complain about that. I really can't. It bothers me because I'm like, I would give anything to trade places with you right now. Okay? It's like, if you want to feel like I feel right now, let's just trade places. I'll be pregnant and you not be pregnant, okay? But yeah. So the other thing my doctor said, because when I went back in for cycle day 3 is when you go in to do all your checks and everything. She could kind of tell that I was a little down. She was like, you look like you just had your heart ripped open. I was like, a little bit. But she gave me some encouraging words too. She was just like, it's really, even for the most fertile couples, which she goes, you have an abundant amount of eggs. I'm not worried about you at all in that way. That it can still take, 1 to 3 tries. She goes, within the first 3 months, I would expect to see a pregnancy. So it's like, okay. I was like, okay, we'll go to cycle 2. Move on. And you never know. Maybe this next one will be a BFP. Fingers crossed. All right. So, the other thing, you guys, that I'm trying to start to get Margaret to help me with, or to get her to get in on, is, I've talked to you about this a little bit, but I really want to do it. The baby hope chest. A baby hope chest. Remember I told you about it? It's like, you buy the little things and you like put it away for a baby whenever baby is here. Okay. And we make a chest.
Yeah, big old chest. Because you're just going to start buying like crazy.
I'm not going to buy like crazy. What I will do, and you might need to speak up a little bit because I don't know if they can hear you, is I will only spend X amount of Z. Because for those, you guys, I think I have inherited my mother's shopaholicism. That's totally not a word, okay? But shopaholic is. And I'm calling it a syndrome because I feel like it is a syndrome. It's hereditary. I feel like it is anyway.
It's not a good syndrome.
It's not. But I do good. I don't do that bad. Like, when I say I have a budget, I have a budget. It takes a lot for me to go over a budget. It would be a damn good reason. But I will probably set aside X amount of Z dollars and only spend that amount on whatever I want, baby.
Sounds good.
And I might let you pick out some things too.
I'll go buy myself some stuff.
Buy yourself some stuff?
Some baby things that I like.
You can go with me though.
No.
Why not? You're just gonna come home with it? That's no fun.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to go by myself.
What?
I don't want to go by myself.
I'll go with you, but you're not coming with me.
Why? You don't want me to judge what you pick or something? No. I'm not gonna judge it.
Yes, you will.
You'll just look at me and be like, "This is cute."
My boy outfit.
It's
well,
not some
neutral.
of it. Well, so that's the part that's really hard, you guys, because I like buying outfits sometimes. Like if I go in Children's Place and I see an outfit that's only what, $3 or $4, I'm like, this could go for a girl or boy, doesn't matter. I was like, this color's okay. This color's okay. It's not pink or blue. And it's usually, and actually, I have 2 outfits in there.
I would dress that kid like it was a boy or a girl.
You probably would.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
It could.
I don't let Marlene walk out the house looking like a little boy.
Well, sometimes I do.
I know you do, and I don't like that.
So,
no, we have issues.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. That's the fun part about having little girls, dressing them up. And the little boys, too, because I just recently... Dressing you up?
You want to dress me up?
No. I do dress you sometimes, though.
Hey, no.
I do. You saying I don't? Or you just telling me no, you don't want me to?
You don't.
I don't. Okay.
You have like 2, 3 times.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so I feel like this is getting a little bit long, but is there anything else we wanted to talk about? You're just ready to get off. She's just ready to get off, you guys. It was really, really hard, and I know you guys have been waiting for an update, and I'm so sorry, but I really wanted her to be on the update with me. And so every time she came home, I was like, so what are you doing? What were you doing?
You're talking about me. Keep going.
So every time she came home, I was like, so we're going to do the video tonight? Or in the morning, I'd be like, so can we do the video tonight? Yeah, babe. Nope. The night would come. Nothing.
And she'll be fuming.
I wasn't fuming.
Yes, you were.
But I'd be mad because I didn't want to remind you. If I asked you, I just expect for you to remember.
Why didn't you remind me?
Because I remind you about a lot of things. I didn't want to remind you about that.
A lot of things around here.
All right. Well, you got anything else you want to add? So here's what we are going to do. We are going to try to do this 1 video a week thing at the very least. Maybe 2, depending on where we are. Sometimes it may just be me. It just will depend. I give up. I don't know what to say. But what we will do this time, though, is we'll record our trigger shot.
Okay.
Because you'll probably give me the trigger shot this time.
Excuse me.
And we'll record the IUI when we're in the office. Because you guys didn't get to see a lot of that last time because it was just me and it was a little hard for me to, like when I did the trigger shot, there was just no way in the world I was going to be able to trigger and have the camera in my hand at the same time. It's like nearly impossible. Especially since I was so nervous because it was my first time. And we'll take it from there. Yeah. So, cycle day 7, Friday, we go in for the follicle check. Saturday, we'll figure out when we trigger. If it'll be that day, it'll probably be that day. I think what'll end up happening is they'll just decide if we do the IUI on Sunday or if it'll be on Monday like last time. But then that's it.
Cool. Okay. It's going fast.
It is going fast. And we're excited. We're so excited. Yeah, I keep asking if that's it. That is it. For now, anyway. But we'll be back soon. So don't forget to like, subscribe, ask your questions. Oh, wait. There was one question. I'm sorry. So there was a question in one of my videos, and somebody was wondering how you respond to certain things or like how you are about the entire process, which maybe we'll have to wait about another week or 2 or so that she can really start to feel what I kind of went through a little bit from her perspective, and she can talk about it next time.
Yeah, because we're just getting started now.
With you.
With me.
Yeah. But you've been involved in the process before, though. You've been you've been pretty involved, though. It's not disconnected at all. I know some of you guys wondered why I did the secret cycle without her. Would she feel uncomfortable knowing that I did that? And I didn't think she'd feel uncomfortable at all. I thought she would be like completely ecstatic to find out that if I were pregnant. And I was like, okay, at least we got one down. So hopefully 1 out of 3 will be the key here. So 2 more to go, and hopefully we'll see some positive results. All right, so that's really it, and I'm gonna say bye-bye now. Ask your questions, leave them below. You can like and subscribe too. All right, see you later. Bye.